Hi, welcome to 5 Minutes of Torah with the BA Rabbi. I'm Rabbi Adam Stein. Just taking a nice walk in the neighborhood while it's thankfully not raining, at least right now. Anyway, I want to tell you something that comes up in this week's Parashat, Parashat Ki Tisa. We're still getting so many descriptions of the tabernacle, the portable shul in the wilderness. Last week, and I think and the week before, maybe even a little bit next week, just really detailed descriptions of what the skilled artisans and others are making to make this very intricate sort of altar, shul, tabernacle, the portable worship space, really, in the wilderness before we get to the point of having a temple in Jerusalem. But all of a sudden, this week's Torah portion, we stop getting all these descriptions, and we get a paragraph about Shabbat, reminding us of the importance of observing Shabbat. Now, one thing that the sages, the rabbis, do with this, and they say, well, the reason why it stops right here and interrupts this whole all these descriptions is to emphasize for us that Shabbat takes precedence. Even when we have something important to do, Shabbat is more important. We need to rest. And we need to rest specifically from the things they were doing to make the tabernacle. So that's one whole sermon. But the other thing the rabbis pick up on is they say when the Hebrew word ach comes up, but, or rather, it's telling us something. And when it says, but rather, you should observe all the laws of Shabbat, ach et shabtotai tishmoru, but you should keep my Sabbaths. That's telling us that there are times, actually, when we shouldn't keep Shabbat. It sounds surprising, but it's telling us to keep Shabbat. But this word ach tells us there are certain instances, and what the rabbis are talking about are life and death instances, or really major issues of health, such as during a pandemic, when we have to push aside the laws of Shabbat. Okay? Not just any time we feel like it, but the term in halachic, in Jewish legal discourse, is pikuach nefesh doche et ha-Shabbat. Saving a life, pikuach nefesh, pushes aside doche Shabbat, or the laws of Shabbat. So some rabbis, some Tanaim, some rabbis from the Mishnaic period say things like Rabbi Yossi, the son of Yehuda, says that one might have thought that keeping Shabbat applies to everyone in all circumstances, but when it says ach or but, it restricts and qualifies. That's what the rabbis do with the language, implying that there are circumstances where one must keep Shabbat and circumstances when one must desecrate it, like saving a life. Okay, so you see someone drowning or stuck under a log, the rabbis give these examples, and you do whatever you can. You get out that chainsaw, you dive into the water, even if you usually wouldn't swim on Shabbat. You got to save that person. If you work in a hospital, you can do all sorts of things that you normally wouldn't do if you're observing Shabbat, because you're involved in saving lives. Rabbi Yonatan ben Yosef says that when it says it is sacred to you, Shabbat, it implies that Shabbat is given into your hands, but you're not given to it to die on account of Shabbat. There's another part, we're in Exodus now, but in Leviticus, it says, you shall keep my laws and my rules. Ushmartem et chukotai ve'et mishpatai, asher yaseh otam ha'adam v'chai bahem, ani Adonai. By the pursuit of which people shall live by them. We shall live by the laws and not die by them. We've gotten the opportunity during this pandemic to see so many instances of needing to push aside laws such as Shabbat in circumstances when life or death matters really are at hand. Okay, maybe getting vaccines out, or getting a test. Even if it's Shabbat, I really need to get this test because I don't want to put people in danger. Or I need to get to the hospital because there's really a problem with my health or the health of a loved one. So I wish good health for all of us in coming days and weeks and months. And I want to tell you, we have some great programs that have been happening. The first in our series with Henry Abramson was recently. That's going to be 5 talks about Jewish history, but not the boring parts. So we've called it, and he's great, very entertaining. And Shlomi Tzionsi Rabbi Infeld interviewed him on Wednesday this week for the first of our 3 sessions with him about different Hasidic communities. And the second one will be about the amazing trips that he has taken. This young Hasidic guy to Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates. And I watched a video of him going to Iraq. Really amazing stuff. So lots of good things going on. Purim coming soon, and then Pesach. Look forward to seeing you all there. Shabbat Shalom.